What Allyson Felix really thinks of Sha'Carri Richardson, an outstanding track and field athlete in Olympic history. Allyson Felix is nothing short of a true legend in the sport. She won the Olympic gold medal in the 200 meters in 2012, as well as 2 Olympic silver medals and 3 world titles, which she held from 2005 to 2009. Oh wait, it doesn't stop here. She has also won 6 Olympic gold medals as a member of the United States relay teams, including 4 4x400m championships and 2 4x100m titles, shining as the only female star athlete to have won 7 gold medals. Allyson has taken the saying "the sky is the limit" to another level with a record this high. There aren't many sprinters who get to beat Usain Bolt's global records, but Felix from the United States is one among them. In 2019, she won her 12th gold medal at the World Athletics Championships. Allyson answered with a single tweet that simply said, "Humbled." She added a 13th title a few days later, her 18th medal in the World Championships outdoors, her championship gold medal. Speaking of another legend, Sha'Carri Richardson, you already know the beef cooking between the two. Sha'Carri Richardson, a 21-year-old American sprinter who excels in the 100 and 200 meters, had already set the second fastest time in the world with a record of 10.72 seconds in April of this year. Raised by her grandma Betty Harp and Aunt Sha'Carri Richardson, she revealed that she was turning pro following her freshman year at LSU. Made her national debut in 2016 as the 8AU Junior Olympics 100-meter champion. At the NCAA Championships, Sha'Carri set the collegiate record and the 10th fastest time in global history in the 100 meters, winning an NCAA title as a rookie with a time of 10.75 seconds. She also holds the record for being the first woman in history to run a trailing Jamaican favorite Shelly Ann Fraser 10.63 Price's seconds. Hoping to become the first American woman to win Olympic gold in the 100 meters will, unfortunately, miss this year's Olympics in Tokyo after testing positive for THC, the active compound of marijuana. If you're probably breaking heads trying to figure out what happened, here goes. Olympic suspension because of the positive marijuana test, thanks in part to her outgoing nature. For some, in Oregon, where cannabis for recreational use and ownership is allowed, the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, and USA Track and Field, on the other hand, consider marijuana to be a prohibited drug. Is there a way to lessen the penalty duration? The answer to it is yes. The penalty can be shortened to 1 month, as Richardson did. So how did the legend handle the allegation? She responded to the incident by simply tweeting, "I am human," and gave an anguished interview with NBC's Today show in which she stated she used marijuana to cope with her mother's death, which she found from a reporter, an event she claims threw her into a state of mental panic. "I'm grateful to be alive," Richardson said on the show. "I'm accountable for my acts. I know what I did, what I meant to do, and what I'm not permitted to do, and yet I made that decision, dealing with the connection I had with my mother." In addition, the track and field sprinter has expressed sorrow over how she handled her positive marijuana test, which resulted in her Olympic suspension last summer. Richardson was seen quoting from a July 2021 interview when she appeared on the Today show about how she regretted the entire incident and how she wanted the option to share her side of the story at that time. "I know what I did," Richardson told NBC's Savannah Guthrie during the interview. "I know exactly what I meant to do. I still did it." She didn't reveal anything else. Several competitors achieved victory at the 2022 World Athletics Championships. Sydney McLaughlin, Abby Steiner, and Fred Kerley all won medals, putting their doubts to rest. Sha'Carri Richardson, on the other hand, did not qualify for the championships and lost her plan in the qualifications. Allyson Felix, on the other hand, competed in her final competition and won bronze. Even though she has provided Richardson with employment advice, Sha'Carri believes differently. There are few athletes more ambiguous than sprinter Allyson Felix, who is presently on a victory lap throughout the United States after winning her 10th and 11th Olympic gold in Tokyo, the most by any American in track history. Richardson trended on Twitter on Wednesday as a result of her alleged response to statements Felix made to Stephen A. Smith on Tuesday while guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live. Smith asked Felix for her views on Richardson, whose turbulent final few months also featured the loss of her mother near the close of the conversation. When asked about this, the legend said, "She's been through so much." Felix empathized with her loss and rendered her contribution to the sport as vital and ascertained to everyone that she will only come out stronger. Felix supported her by saying that she is here to stay. She also added, "I think just more than anything, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it, we just, give her the support that she needs." It was the classy attitude that has come to be expected of Felix, who has elevated herself from the tracks to one of the legends of all-time Olympic greats. The 11-time Olympic medalist and 7-time Olympic champion won her medals throughout 5 games. She earned her first gold as an 18-year-old in Athens in 2004, and her anticipated last in July in Tokyo as a 35-year-old mother who has used her platform to improve the game and the business for moms in sports. Allyson Felix is a legendary track and field athlete. Her decision to leave longtime sponsor Nike because she was treated disrespectfully after giving birth drew worldwide notice. Felix said that Nike was unsupportive throughout her pregnancy and cut her wages by 70%. In a 2019 op-ed for the New York Times, she discussed her difficulties with the corporation. In fact, she revealed how Nike wanted to pay only 70% of what they initially owed to her post-pregnancy. While she is willing to accept their new offer, she vehemently disagreed to endure the status quo that comes with maternity. Nike established a revised maternity policy in response to the public outrage that followed these discoveries. Cameron Felix, Allyson Felix's daughter, was born in 2018. She had a tough birth since she needed an emergency C-section at 32 weeks owing to severe preeclampsia that risked both her and her daughter's life. During her visit to Jimmy Kimmel Live last year, Allyson Felix was asked about her last couple of years and what she had to go through by guest presenter and ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith. Felix responded, "Well, I had a really difficult time when I wanted to start a family. I wasn't supported by my sponsor. I had a very difficult birth experience with my daughter. Furthermore, she deliberated on how she had the worst episode of preeclampsia that was potentially life-threatening. So with so much to deal with, she just felt blessed to have pulled through such life crisis." While last summer's incident was undoubtedly a hardship for this promising young talent, Sha'Carri Richardson is already a legend and will undoubtedly return to the tracks very soon. That's it for today, peeps. Our next video is about topic. If that sounds interesting, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next video.